Wah, wah. Hey. Rocko. You're killing my ears, man. You don't need that, buddy boy. Come on, man. You don't need to jack my ears up. All right. Leave it. 3 other dogs on the side. He couldn't resist, could he? Leave it. Yeah, you know what? That's what we're going to talk about today. Leaving it. The leaving it command from my boy, Rocko boy here, when I don't want him to react to something, or I don't want him to sniff something, or I don't want him to go eat, you know what, lying around, which he doesn't do that, but you get the idea, just to leave something wrong. Okay, well, yeah, he would if I left a treat on the ground, he's gonna eat that. I was referring to something else. Yeah, crap, man. Yeah, so we leave that. Rocko, leave it. And the dog on the side, yep, couldn't resist that one either, see? He gets so excited going to the park. You're just so excited, right, Rocko? You want to bark at everything. Everything you see, oh yeah, it's a new shiny object, a new squirrel, a new something. It's just like we have in our lives. We'll talk about that ahead. So the whole leave it thing, just so that he leaves things alone that I don't want him to mess with. Like squirrels, if he's supposed to be paying attention to me, or when we were training it, which we have to get back to, because hey, remember, reps every day, repetitions every day, practice every day. Whatever it is you're working on, you got to do a little bit every day, and play a little every day too. Have some fun every day. That's what my dad always used to say. No matter what's going on in your life, you've got to play a little every day. Leaving all the stuff, all the distractions. Yeah, we could relate it to the things in our lives that we just want to keep picking at, like social media. For me, I wanted to say it was Twitter, but I guess they call it X now. But yeah, Twitter, just, oh man, those studies that say you're looking for that dopamine hit, yeah, I get wrapped up in that, get triggered by some news, triggered by all kinds of stuff, whether it's fitness things, whether it is diet things, or training table. Does anybody use that term anymore? Your training table, what you eat while you're training. So I guess that's all diet and all training, all fitness. Or, yeah, sure, politics or whatever the trending news is. All that stuff meant to trigger you? Yes, it does. So, somebody needs to tell me to leave that. And I'm working on that, leaving that, not messing around with social media. So we're gonna explore that today and see if we just can't leave it, right, Rocko? Let's take a drive, head to the park, and I'll tell you more about it. So when we talk about leaving it with Rocko, I want him to leave stuff I don't want him touching or licking or swallowing. I want him to leave all that alone. When we talk about leave it in investing or in your financial life, I would say that could mean leaving stock tips alone. Did you go to a 4th of July barbecue and your neighbors or your friends, maybe even your family, was telling you about this great stock tip they heard, and that, gosh, you need to get in on that while it's still low or on the bottom floor? Now, if they'd only told you about SpaceX, how to get in on that a year ago, well, maybe they did. But in most cases, all that kind of stuff, just extraneous noise, just more noise. Right, Rocko? I don't know what that was about. Hey, but he left something and returned to his owner, to his handler. Don't really want him jumping on me, but I'm not sure what that was about. Maybe he needs to do his poop walk. And there, I will use the leave it too. He doesn't do that. He doesn't eat his, but he likes to sniff a lot of other stuff, so leave it will be important there. So yeah, stock tips, perfect time to think, wait a second, who's handling me? I'm my own handler. I'm just gonna leave it. All right, Rocko boy, let's go over here. Let's take a rest. Dude, over here, buddy. Let's grab some water, man. Yeah, you might want to consider Meme stocks. Oh, good boy. That's something to tell yourself, leave it. Meme stocks are those companies that get popular on sites like Reddit and TikTok, and people start buying them up, and the values, the stock prices start climbing, and they get carried away and take off for no apparent reason other than they're popular. They've become a meme because their fundamentals aren't necessarily all that great, although they could be, but they just get popular out of the blue because of sites like, yeah, those social media sites. Hey, Rocko, how about over here, man? A little more? So, yeah. So some recent examples, at least in the recent past, would be companies like AMC, the movie chain, or what was that other one? GameStop. Remember that one? Well, good. I'm glad you don't remember because I barely remember that either. And I'm not giving anybody, particularly you, any kind of financial advice, but maybe the best command to yourself is remind yourself to just leave it when it comes to meme stocks. All right, Rocko, is that it on the water, bud? All right, let's go around and see if we can't get a poop in. Here's another thing you might want to tell, leave it to, and that is social media. Yeah, just forget about that. I've been on this challenge now for 2 weeks, I think, not to look at social media while I'm in the men's room. Yeah, right? Used to have newspapers. I don't think those even exist anymore. I have magazines, so I could read magazines, but somehow got in that ridiculous habit of taking the phone into the bathroom, and then you know what, you get lost scrolling, doom scrolling they call it, and then a half hour later, oh wait, I'm in the bathroom, I better get out of here. So you might want to say leave it to social media. Yeah, good idea. Oh, by the way, I said leave it to caffeine a couple weeks ago. Sleeping better than ever. That's a good one for me. Now, will I be able to resist French roast for much longer? I'm not sure, but at least I've proven it does work to leave it. Other things I try to get you to leave, right? Yeah, leave and pay attention to your handler, to your plan, right? Yeah, some other things I think you could consider leaving that would enhance your life. If you left legacy media and social media alone, just drop it for a while and see if that doesn't improve your life. What are they trying to do every day? The business channels, the CNBCs, the Fox business networks. What are they trying to do? They're trying to get more eyeballs every day. So they're going to try to make you believe there's some reason not only to pay attention today. Rocko, up here, buddy. Yeah, not pay attention today, which I want you to do to me, but come back tomorrow because something's going to be different tomorrow that you might need to know so that you can make some adjustments to whatever you're trying to do. Make adjustments to your portfolio. Rather than, Rocko, come on back. Rather than sticking with your plan, staying by your plan, don't get lost in legacy media's drive for eyeballs. It's not worth it, man. Life is so much more peaceful. You're not going to miss anything. I've gone weeks, if not months, without looking at that stuff, other than the stuff I need to do to be aware of for, well, I am a certified financial planner, so I need to be aware of some things in there. But most of the plans people are working, it doesn't matter what it does day to day. It's certainly not different this time. All the crises du jour, they are just noise. And you can let them go. One in, one ear. What is the phrase? In one ear. Rocko! Come on, buddy. See, trying to handle the boy, handle the camera. In one ear, right? In one ear and out the other, Rocko, right? Sometimes that's how you treat me, buddy. We got to work on that, man. Yeah, just let it go, man. You'll sleep so much better. You won't miss anything that's vital. And you can always return to your plan and get the updates there. So, yeah, leaving it alone. Leave legacy media and cable news off the menu. You ever get that feeling of missing out? Like you're missing out on some important advice or an important product maybe to help you with your investing life. Yeah, those guys at the barbecue the other day, they were telling you all about how their advisor set them up with an annuity. And boy, it sounded great, like you couldn't lose, it could only go up. Well, I'm not talking about any specific product because I don't know what they were talking about. But to feel like you're missing out, well, maybe it was appropriate for them. Maybe not, but maybe it was. But why would it suddenly be appropriate for you just because somebody down the street mentioned that at a barbecue? Yeah, so don't feel like you're missing out on trending products or trending stocks or anything trending. If you stick close to the plan, check in with the plan. You got set up properly in the beginning. Make adjustments as you go, but don't feel like you're missing out on something. There is no magic thing out there. Okay, Rocko, we got to go back and get the camera now. We got to get the camera, bud. Yeah, me and Rocko boy still need to work on Leave It. We've worked on it a lot in the past, but then kind of slacked off. Kind of dropped the ball. I dropped the ball. So now we got to work on some of the basics again. Hey, maybe you need to work on your basics too, like leaving it. Leave social media and all the things they tout as the great next thing for your investing life. You can leave that alone. You can leave legacy media alone and you won't miss anything. You'll hear if there's something really important you need to know. It'll be a much better life. And hey, the coffee thing, that might work for you too. Maybe I can hold out on that one. And it's not different this time. Whatever crisis there is, maybe the specifics have changed, maybe the details of the breaking news have changed, but the general concept of just another bump in the road, that hasn't changed. The crisis du jour, this one will certainly pass. So leave it. Leave it all, enjoy your life, have fun, spread the love, and I'll see you back here next time. All right, Rocko, ready to rock and roll, baby? Let's get out of here.